Yeah, building on that, what's the code section? Actually, you can just send that around. Excuse me, I didn't mean to put you on the spot if you didn't actually have it in front of you. Would love for you to send that around because I think there are certainly in the public going to be some civil liberties concerns about this program. So the other question is, what do you do with the video footage after an incident to prevent it from being used in a improper way?
Yeah, so the video footage is uploaded to our evidence.com platform as soon as the drone lands, and that's where all of our digital evidence is stored within the police department, most notably from our body-worn camera system. From there, it is kept for 60 days before it is deleted unless it is evidence in a crime. So as soon as the drone lands, the pilot will classify that video to say whether or not it can be deleted or it will be saved for evidence in a trial. And that's the same policy as our body-worn camera system.
And Supervisor Bierman, one other point. So we follow the Library of Virginia standard on that, and I think it's important for the public to hear this as well. That these drones will not be used for routine investigative purposes. Our standard drones with search warrants attached, would be the mechanism to do things of that nature. But and if you recall some of the videos, one other thing that we think is very helpful to kind of build that trust is these drones fly with cameras forward facing. It's part of the anti-collision technology. It's also part of the pilot's ability to see out until we get to the scene, and then the camera will go down to what we're looking at. So if it was an address, for instance. So we're not kind of like flying, looking down below us to see what everything's going on. It's a very direct route, camera facing forward, and we respect that position too, and we're going to do a lot of outreach to continue to build that trust to show that we're not out just looking around while we're flying.
Yeah, that's a good answer, and I appreciate that is that we're trying to follow those rules and standards. I think it's really important, especially if you want this program to succeed, that we are putting in proper guardrails. I'll also note, I won't put you on the spot with another question, but I'm assuming that nobody here knows the answer, but I'm assuming we've operated police helicopters in Fairfax County for about 40, 50 years, maybe, however many years. These drones are akin to your modern day police helicopter, which we have had for a long, long time. They just happen to be a lot smaller and a lot quieter, and actually in some ways probably have more guardrails around how you're utilizing them than your traditional police helicopter. But I think it's very important for people to understand what we're doing with this data, how we keep this data, how we store it, how we potentially delete it, who we're not sharing it with. We do still have the trust policy in place. We are not utilizing the data in improper ways. And if anybody were ever figured out that, if we ever figured out that it was being utilized in improper ways, there need to be consequences for that. But you have my point, and thank you.
Okay.